Well, if the weather ever straightens up, we'll get to work getting this stuff outside. I don't know how well it's showing up in here. We got some peppers and tomatoes and more tomatoes and I think some Savoy lettuce and whatever, a couple other things started inside here. It's getting to the point where it needs to go out in the greenhouse, but this Iowa weather hasn't been all that great. Friday, working outside, it was windy, it rained, then it snowed, then it rained, and then it blew, and then it snowed again, and I'm about sick of it. Well, got a few things going here in these two ugly old cold frames that I made out of old barn boards and the windows out of a couple of storm doors I had to replace a couple of years ago. Wife, she's got some onion sets going in here. They're doing all right. Then got some little lettuce and a bunch of radishes going over there. That stuff doesn't seem to bother even with this crappy weather we've been having. But the other day, Life in Farmland was asking about my greenhouse, so I thought I'd just show him what we got here. It's nothing pretty to look at. It's 10 foot wide and 12 foot long, and I think I put this up in 2009, and it's held up pretty good. It's settled a little bit, but so far it's held up pretty good. We get some pretty good winds out here. Not much to stop it. Oh, those are the two garden plots. But anyways, let's see what it looks like in here. We ain't got nothing going in here yet. It's just kind of a deal on a budget. Made the sidewalls out of pressure treated 2x4s, 4 foot tall. And I set them down on some old cedar barn beams. And that's how I hold it down. I got 2 pieces of re-rod going in at 45-degree angles, about 3 foot into the ground on each corner. Kind of pinch together and hold it up. And just some ugly old homemade benches out of some more barn boards that I got plenty of. A lot of junk in here right now. Makes good storage for the wife's pots and stuff in the wintertime. So then I got this old stainless steel bench one day a couple years back, oh maybe 10 years ago. I was landscaping around a Kentucky Fried Chicken that they were redoing the whole thing, and job supervisor, he had 2 of his guys drag this out back by the dumpster, and it was completely covered in crap. It stunk so bad. I don't know how they got away with having something that dirty in their kitchen, but I asked him what he was going to do with it. They were going to pitch it rather than clean it, so I threw it in the truck and brought it home and cleaned it up. About made me sick, it stunk so bad, but works pretty good for a potting bench in here. Got plastic that's probably not something everybody's going to have laying around. This is, I believe it's 8 mil regular greenhouse plastic. You can get that from companies like Farm Tech. I had to recover this last fall, so that means the first covering lasted 2009. It lasted 6 years, so it's worth the money. It holds up better than the stuff you get out of the box stores. It's made a little differently, plus it's heavier. The hoops are just 1/2-inch electrical conduit, and I made a little template on a flat wall of a building and bent them, and of course it took 2, so I had to put a coupler in the middle, and for that I just used some pipe insulation and I taped that around there to keep it from rubbing through the plastic. So that's about it. Not much going on in here. I can hear it's Got a screen door here so that when it gets hot we can open this door. And well, hello puppy dog, what you doing? Huh? You waiting for me? Starting to spit out here a little bit. And wife, she was complaining it gets too hot in there. So last fall when I recovered it, I put a couple of windows on the opposite end of the door so they can open them up and get a little cross ventilation in there. I forgot I still gotta make some screens in there just to keep some critters out. We leave them open during the night. Don't really want to come out here in the morning and find out a cat used our tomato plants for a litter box. So, but anyway, that's about it. I keep checking the asparagus over there. Nothing's coming yet. It's just a little early. So we got our garlic uncovered the other day. It's doing pretty good. It's up about 6 inches or so. Shaky. Okay, well, anyways, that's about it. Hope y'all have a good one. Later.